Kankyō Ongaku is a compilation, released on Light in the Attic Records. It entails 2 discs full of music from various accomplished Japanese artists who specialize in ambient and new age music. It's minimal in sound, but it's maximal in heart.
Aww.
So many legends in the field of Japanese ambient come out to get their bread. Although this isn't new material, I recognized a few of these tracks on the way, but altogether as a compilation this becomes something wonderfully versatile and special, like an enchanting portfolio of sorts. The most notable star from a glance was Hiroshi Yoshimura, who is like a legend when it comes to minimal synthesizer soundscapes. We're talking like proto-Minecraft soundtrack, so you know this is on ya. Yoshimura as well as Satoshi Ashikawa have business within that wave notation series. Akira Ito from the Far East Family Band has a contribution. Shiho Yobuki, who made The Body as a Message of the Universe, is also around for lunch. You really get a diverse collection of all the greats, and yet I still haven't covered them all. Singer-songwriter Haruomi Hosono, the Yellow Magic Orchestra, beloved composer Joe Hisaishi. Yo, we're talking the GCs here, bro. In theory, you wonder how something that seems so ridiculously easy to piece together might be able to establish such a strong connection with the listener. Pressing 2 different notes on the keyboard with a few seconds in between sounds a bit more like an unsuccessful piano lesson than it does an evocative soundscape, but amateurish is not at all what it ends up sounding like. It actually sounds like the biggest thing in the world. With enough space in between each note, you can hold me in suspense, and then when the note does ring out, I get that satisfying flush, that spine-tingling sense of release. It's called edging, I think. It's not all minimal, however. Certain tracks breathe with differing sonic templates, and Air Dreaming by Yoshiaki Ochi has such a beautiful sound palette to it derived from tribal music. It's almost therapeutic to listen to, the way that the percussion flickers and patters. I must have mentioned at some point that I have a predisposition to enjoying anything that reminds me of Shooting Star Summit from Paper Mario. Seiko 3 takes that well. I honestly just feel like I'm showering in tears of joy. Apple Star by Inoyama Land makes use of sound chips in a repetitive Steve Reich-esque kind of way. Takashi Toyoda's Snow whistles and seems to coast along so prettily like a school of sea creatures. There's a lot of stunning sound design to be inspired by. If you were familiar with these fellas, you would have expected that, but even as it stands on its own merits, and I imagine it would be the case for even a newcomer to the genre, it is a very cleansing experience. I recall having personal issues with my enjoyment in some of the albums that these tracks are taken from, but by compiling mere pieces into one big collection, you're instead able to move from one artist's sample to another without the worry of a particular sound or approach getting tiring. So definitely don't listen to the abridged version on streaming. Really dive into the full package and find some gems to treasure, because it's totally worth it. Like 8 out of 10 worth it. Possibly 9, but I got an extra wing in my sensational box today, so I'm just feeling a bit generous.